What would you do if silence was safer, but honesty could destroy you? In a world that rewards convenience, would you dare to speak the truth? Every choice has a cost, and sometimes integrity is the most expensive one. This is the story of Leo, the silent choice. Let's begin. Leo measured his life in quiet mornings, where sunlight kissed his coffee cup. His daughter's laughter, frozen in a photo, echoed like warmth inside the room. Bills stacked like quiet reminders that peace always came with a price tag. His modest job, paid enough to live, but never enough to dream without fear. That morning, a meeting invite blinked a digital whisper of bigger things. His colleague David smiled, sharp and eager, eyes burning with ambition. "Just adjust the numbers," David said. "Harmless. No one gets hurt, right?" Leo's hand trembled around the mug. The steam curled like a silent warning. Comfort stood close, wrapped in deceit, whispering promises he craved. Temptation often wears the mask of necessity. The conference room gleamed glass walls, cold air, ambition in every corner. David spoke smoothly, his charts glowing with numbers too perfect to doubt. The executive nodded, impressed, blinded by projections built on a lie. All Leo had to do was agree. A silent nod, a small surrender of conscience. One word could bring him wealth, respect, and security for his little girl. Yet the truth clawed at his chest, heavy, restless, refusing to be silenced. The easy road shimmered, paved with gold but hollow underneath. His palms sweated as the question came, "Are these numbers correct?" He swallowed hard, eyes flicking between greed and guilt, comfort and ruin. A single silent nod can echo for a lifetime. Leo's pulse thundered in his ears as the room fell painfully, perfectly still. Every unpaid bill flashed in his mind, every dream he'd built for his child. His voice trembled inside, but the truth demanded to be spoken aloud. "The date has been altered," he said, his tone steady, slicing through deceit. David's grin collapsed into rage, his future slipping through Leo's courage. The executive's eyes narrowed. Silence filled the air like an electric storm. Leo's chair creaked as he sat, the weight of honesty pressing on his chest. No applause, no praise, just cold stares, and the echo of his own heartbeat. That day, he became both the outcast and the only honest man in the room. Courage is the quiet voice that refuses to vanish in fear. A week later, Leo walked the long hallway toward the executive's office. Each step felt heavier than the last, like judgment waiting behind the door. He was ready to lose everything: his job, his comfort, his fragile stability. The executive's calm eyes met his, not with anger, but quiet understanding. "Sit," he said softly, sliding a folder across the table, its edges crisp. Inside was a new project, bigger, riskier, but built on one foundation: trust. "I need someone who tells the truth," the man said, a faint smile appearing. Relief struck Leo like light after a storm. Fragile, but pure and earned. His integrity hadn't ended his career. It had revealed who he truly was. Real success stands firm when false promises crumble. Leo's story proves the hardest path often leads to the strongest foundation. Integrity may not offer comfort, but it grants peace money can't afford. Each sacrifice for truth builds a fortress no failure can bring down. The easy road fades fast. The honest one echoes through time and memory. Leo didn't lose. He built something unbreakable: trust in himself again. When faced with corruption, his silence would have been the louder sin. The world may overlook honesty, but it never forgets the brave who choose it. Strength is not in gain, but in restraint, the courage to say no, because honor, once chosen, reshapes everything it touches. True victory begins with a single, honest choice. Every story leaves a choice behind, one that whispers long after it ends. When comfort calls, remember, strength grows in the soil of integrity. The world remembers not the wealthy, but the ones who stood for truth. So, what would you choose, the easy gain or the honest path that lasts? Share your choice in the comments. Your story could light someone's way. And if you believe in stories that awaken courage, subscribe to Endless Tales.